Are you serious? Are you serious, folks? What you're looking at right there is the latest picture of the comet ISON. This picture was taken on yesterday, actually, November the 20th, 2013. Comet ISON is plunging toward the sun at 140,000 miles per hour. You can almost feel the velocity in this image taken on the morning yesterday, November 20th, 2013, by astronomers. And they took this picture out of Toledo, Spain, is where the picture was taken. Now, the comet looks very bright, and it is. And it is the tail in this picture is not as well defined because of the proximity of the morning twilight, but it's still very splendid, and as you can tell. And part of it is, the closer Comet ISON gets to the sun, the less time there is to capture an image, because the sun will block its radiancy, okay? So understand that. When it gets real close to the sun, you're not really going to get to see much of it. It's when it does the perihelion and whips around the sun and emerges on the other side and begins to fade away from it just a little, is when and gets closer to the earth as well. That's when the spectacular view of this comet will be available for us. The question is, will it be as bright as they thought it would be? Maybe, maybe not. Will it survive the perihelion around the sun? Maybe, maybe not. Well, today my guest on my live show is Jesse Waltman, of course, from BP Earthwatch. He's a scientist that studies these things, and he does a tremendous job. And so every Thursday, he is with us live, giving us updates on what's going on with Comet ISON, and he will stay with us doing that all the way through the Earth fading or passing, when the Earth has to pass through this tremendous tail, this tremendous debris field that you're looking at right there behind that comet. The question is, what's in that? How many asteroids? How many meteorites? How big are they? How much comet dust? And how will that affect the Earth? This is still something that nobody knows, including all of NASA's scientists. But we do have some information that's very important, and that is how the sun, the solar flares, massive X-class solar flares, are affecting ISON as well as the Earth. And now I want to play a little bit from here is Jesse Waltman explaining the dangers of this Fukushima, the Fukushima nuclear power plant. The fact that they waited till this thing was this close to start removing those spent nuclear fuel rods. I told you guys last week when they started this, I said, what? Are you serious? That's insane. The danger, the pain, the danger. And folks, I even said, there's no way. You don't want to be pulling those things out of there. As tedious as that is, as dangerous as that is, when you have so many earthquakes that could knock this thing and just cause a catastrophe of biblical proportions. But I told him, I said, you know we're going to have an earthquake. Well, we had one, 5.7, 2 days after I said it. And again, it puts us in a serious danger position. Here is Jesse Waltman explaining that. Let me just play a little bit of that right now.
But they're starting to move the fuel rods, and I'm sure you're aware of this. It started yesterday. The danger is that they're in a building that was almost completely destroyed. They don't have the overhead ramps and railing and computer-operated cranes. It's going to be dipping into a damaged building, into a damaged pool. And they're saying that these, they cannot let these rods touch air. They cannot let them touch each other. It says they're concerned that the casts are not watertight. Rods would contact air. Exposure to air can cause sustained nuclear reaction. It says the Unit 4 pool can turn into a new nuclear reactor as they pull rods up like a self-sustained reaction. As in, they're talking about a 1,000 years of problems. Not only that, but a huge explosion. It says nothing like this has ever been attempted. It says all of humanity would be threatened for thousands of years if rods in Unit 4 pool touch and have a nuclear reaction during removal. not clear if fuel is already damaged.
So obviously, this is crazy, and you can hear Jesse's concern. These spent fuel rods cannot come in contact with open air, or they can't touch one another as you're removing them from the pools, these cooling pools, and these pools were stacked on top of each other. So now, after that massive earthquake back on 3/11/11, which was an 8.9 earthquake, the fifth largest earthquake in the history of the world, the largest to ever hit Japan, and followed by a tsunami that was so strong that it came inland 6 miles. I mean, this earthquake shook the ground for 6 minutes and left us with 6 nuclear reactors melting down. Now, just as the comet ISON is starting to approach the sun, carrying with it all kinds of meteorites and asteroids, now you want to start moving the fuel rods? This could create a catastrophic event of apocalyptic nature, of biblical proportions, and it's as you just heard Jesse say, it could cause an accident that would affect the earth for 1,000 years. Are you serious? While that's going on, though, folks, we have other issues to contend with, and that is that there's major X flares that have been firing away from the sun. And tomorrow, on November 22nd, 2013, the CMEs from the latest X flares are going to hit directly, are going to affect Mercury, Comet ISON, and Comet Inky. So I want to get some understanding from Jesse Waltman today. We're going to ask him, what will that do? Could that affect ISON some more? Or could that create a pull, an electromagnetic pull on the Earth that could possibly cause another great earthquake, which it seems that it's affecting the Earth with earthquakes and with typhoons. I'm going to try to get better understanding of this. So don't miss today's show. Whatever you do, do not miss today's show live at paulbegleyprophecy.com. That's www.paulbegleyprophecy.com. That's www.paulbegleyprophecy.com. Go to my website, hit the live show page, and right there is a chat room. You can log in and be in the chat room live with the rest of the folks. And right next to the chat room is the live screen. You can watch me live. So it's sort of like interactive TV. I mean, you're watching a live broadcast while interacting on the chat room. It's a tremendous opportunity for you to participate. And so it will be a great show. I'll also be taking phone calls in the show to get your feedback on what's going on. Because the Bible says in the last days, one of the signs Jesus said, there will be signs in the sun and in the moon and in the stars, and distress of nations with perplexity, and the sea and the waves roaring. Now today's show begins, as always, from 12 noon to 3 p.m. Eastern. That's 12 noon to 3 p.m. Eastern. So no matter where you are in the world, that's what you want to do, is figure out that time zone and get in there at paulbegleyprophecy.com. Don't miss the show. It's going to be powerful. God bless.